Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell, and we got day baseball today. My boy, Big Brad. What's up, brother?
What's up, baby? We got UCL on a Wednesday, day 2 of round 1. It's a good time. It's a great event for all spectators, AB. Drama involved in every step. So if you don't watch soccer, today's the day to tune in.
I'm in. We're going to talk more about that because we need to know all about that. I love day betting, man. Like, just in general. Look, John said it. Look, love day betting during the work week. Gives me something to enjoy. This crew is best in the business, so stay humble. Keep cashing tickets. John, absolutely, completely agree with you. Celtic says, why are you always late for my class, Mr. Hand? That's a good question, and I can give you an excellent answer. No, it's me. I'm a, how do I put this? A slow starter at times. Like, there can be times where, like, once we get going, we're going. It's like a 56 Chevy truck. Like, you get that thing fired up, man, we'll get going. But sometimes, yeah. A little push. Yeah. But, you know, Celtic or Celtic, I'm sorry. I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Celtic FC. That's correct, right?
It's actually Celtic.
Is it Celtic? Okay.
It is.
I wanted to make sure that I was correct, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. You know, try to come proper. Come with respect.
Yeah.
Do it properly. All right. Speaking of respect here, that segue didn't mean anything, but here's how we did yesterday, right? So 2-2, and Cal Raleigh hit a home run. He actually hit 2. And he's getting close. Man, absolutely blasting. But Padres and the Mets over 8. Got that one. That was nice. Phillies and the Dodgers over 7.5. Hey, and we talked about it too, right? The Phillies are out here playing beer league softball, bro. They beat the Dodgers again last night. Like, teams are dangerous when there's no risk. Godstink said, I am no longer allowing myself to bet on DWCS, Dana White. So, all right, number 1, I feel you. Number 2, at first I thought that was Dancing with the Stars. Like, I was like, can we bet on that? And how do I start betting on that? But no, I feel you. That's funny. There are lots of teams. I do the same thing. I'm like, nope. I'm not betting them anymore. I can't get on the right side. Cubs and the Pirates over 7. Did not get that one. A's and the Red Sox over 8.5. Did not get that one either. Okay. All right. Let's jump into it here. Howie Schwab, crew play of the day. Here you go. 2 games, 4 options. Where are you going? Padres, Mets over under 7.5. Phillies, Dodgers over under 7.5. And that Padres, Mets might go to 7. If you're looking to play the over, it might go down to 7. So keep an eye on that one. But I think that it's going to move. Matty, I said, RIP Big Howie, man. Absolutely. RIP indeed. Brad, there were times where Howie would text. The polls in the chat, vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show. Howie would text from the hospital at like 3 a.m, and it would be tennis picks. And like, for real. And I'd be up and I would write back, and then he'd just be like, what's up? None. What are you doing, big dog? How is the most real, chill, genuine human being? Like, exactly what you think, like what you saw was actually what you saw was a toned down version of how he was awesome. Dude was about it, like front to back. He was about sports, and he loved talking to his teams, but he loved like listening. That was my favorite part. Is he loved genuinely listening to other people talk sports, whatever your like level was. You could be expert level, you could be beginner level. As long as you had passion and cared, like that was that guy. Howie was awesome, man. So RIP indeed, man. All right. Last thing, today will be live. See it Wednesday at the bottom left, 3 p.m. Eastern for Driving the Nightline. If you missed the crew exclusive and you're part of the crew, that's in your feeds. Even if you miss it live, you can still go back and watch. We had a ton of fun last night talking ball, talking all kinds of stuff, man. So we'll be live today, 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, Bradley, enough of the promotional talk. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes right here. Let's get to this. All right. Talk to me, big dog. Yeah, Matty Ice, it's Howie's birthday today. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Big Howie. Bradley, for Howie, we're doing it today. We're sweeping the board, baby. What do you got?
Happy birthday to Stump the Schwab, my guy, one of the OGs, Howie Schwab. May he rest in peace, and he's always forever with us. Today, we are headed to talk sports in Howie's honor to the Swiss Super League in soccer today. Looking at a match between Lugano taking on Lausanne. We're looking for that over 2.75 on the Asian, on the Asian total at minus 135, which means, 3 goals cashes us, but 4 goals gives us a full cash. Lugano, scoring team, but more of a conceding team. They conceded now in 89% of their last 28 in the league, and they've scored now in 91% of their last 21 at home. They're at home today. And they concede. It looks like there's a great chance that both teams to score could come in based on both teams' sides trending above and around 80+% to the both teams to score. And when they both hit both teams to score, they trend upwards of 80+% to that over 2.5. But they also just hit over 2.5 alone. And they also do it in the matchup history. But each team is trending in a different half. So we see multiple goals from the away team in the second half, multiple goals from the home team in the first half, hoping for multiple goals in each half in the Swiss Super League, Switzerland Super League. And that's the over 2.75 on the Asian total.
Well done, buddy. How do you pronounce that? Lausanne?
Lausanne, yeah.
Sorry, say it again.
Lausanne, yeah.
All right. They make a good tea. Louisiana?
Also a school in Memphis, private school.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Yeah, right down the road from the U of M where I went to school, so I just happen to know that.
Yeah. Memphis has some cool school names. Tresvent. My parents, they went to Whitehaven. Shout out Whitehaven.
Yeah, shout out Whitehaven. Also, shout out the chat. Shout out Prince of Picks. Shout out that pick on the both teams to score in Poland too, which is trending almost around upwards of 80% over the last 50 matches in the league since the start of the season. Poland too, if you got it, both teams to score.
There we go. There we go. Prince of Picks got it right there. Now, all right, real quick, one more time. Tina, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tina. So good to see you. How we doing? Where was it? Hold on. Sorry. Somebody. Oh yeah. All right. Justin asked, where can we find this bet, Brad? What league?
It's the Switzerland or Swiss Super League on your book, or Super Liga. It's going to be a variation of those two depending on the book. They just put it differently. So type in Swiss, type in Switzerland, but it's the top division, the top flight of Switzerland, the Superliga, which is actually right here on the board.
There we go. Top flight.
Top flight.
Top flight. Same folks making a golf ball. No, I'm just kidding. All right. 3 plays for me. Cubs and the Pirates over 8 today. The wind is not blowing tragically in as it were yesterday. Right. So I think that we're going to get a boost to get some humidity. It's a little warm, Chicago today. In Pittsburgh. Excuse me. It's a little warm in Pittsburgh, not Chicago. Padres and the Mets over 7.5. I'm going to keep riding this. Look, I'm pairing the Mets and the Phillies here, and kind of run a little test because we're going to see other teams that start clinching divisions and clinching playoff spots and deadline spur actions, buddy. And you notice the Mets got to work. They saw the Phillies clinch that NL East, and the Mets said, okay, that's one spot taken away. We only have one more spot left to make. It's musical chairs now. That's what Major League Baseball is. It's musical chairs. So, buddy, deadline spur actions. And I'm going to keep doing it. And now, here's the other deal. All right, and we're going to talk about this in a second. All right, Brad with his boy Schwarbs and the Phillies, they've clinched the NL East. But here's the bad part. I told you, man, like we were talking about it, Brad. Like Schwarber is like a Kelsey cousin. And look, the Phillies went out, whooped up on the Dodgers last night with no motivation because here's the deal. Those Kelsey type boys, they get to drinking, they get to playing better.
You're like, yeah, like Schwarber was taking beer bongs like left and right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then he goes out and they still dominate.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the scary part is that there's no risk, right? Like,
Yeah.
It would be like you, like, bro, ultimate green light. You could fire from anywhere, anytime, and there's no, like, don't worry about, do we have guys behind? Do we have defense to get back? No. Like, there's no risk. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. In soccer, we call that's just a kickabout with the boys.
Bingo. That's exactly what it is. It's beer league softball for the Phillies. And trust me, this team has fun doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they look like they enjoy each other. I like that.
Hey, my former high school teammate is the pitching coach of the Phillies. All right, in Mount Juliet. Right? Like, I'm telling you,
Caleb
good dudes who are serious. What'd you say?
Caleb Cotham?
That's him. You know Caleb?
My brother played baseball with him growing up all the way. Yeah, the Cothams are actually close friends of our families.
Love them.
Yeah.
Absolutely love them.
Shout out to Cothams. And shout out Caleb.
Great dude.
Yeah.
Great
family.
Oh, yeah. Great family. Like, dude.
Yeah. Josh and Caleb, good people.
Great. Oh, yeah. The finest, man. Great dude.
Small world.
Great. Oh, yeah. Just a southern small town family. Like, awesome people. But yeah. Like, they're taking the work seriously. I assure you of that. But it's actually more dangerous, again, because you could come up to the plate and be you're not living and dying on every pitch. You could come up and just say, "You throw me a strike, Hoss. I'm part." Like how we would get down in this in the locker room in the clubhouse is that we would come up with games. All right, number one, who's going to hit the most home runs in the next 14, the final 14 games? Because you're still playing. Like, you want the number one seed, right? Like, you still have something there. So it's not like you're just benching all the stuff. Like, everybody's playing. And now they could go on a serious tear because everything that you're normally nervous about, you're not nervous anymore. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So anyways, yeah, we'll talk about it. Weather's solid. It's always going to be solid. I mean, it's Los Angeles, right? You pay for it, you get it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't cheap, but you get it. All right, let's jump to the show here. My boy, let's hit some home runs today, man. What do we got? All right. Matty I says, Louisiana sounds like the sweetest lady in the trailer park. She does. Absolutely. Like, that's who you go. Like, she's just the sweetest. Yeah, 100%. All right. Home runs today. So, again, we're down to the final, 14 game, whatever the number is, 10 games. Okay. So, what you're going to see with these home run lists are big names, right? Because, all right, hold on. We've got a good challenge in the chat here. Big Prince said, AB, read this out loud for the chat. Chaj Nixanka Choice. That sounds like a Hilton Choice Hotel. Chachichenka Chojnice and so-called Klishchu. Both teams to score.
That's a tough one. I'm struggling with that one. I could give it a go as well. Choynitsanka, maybe? Choynitsanka, Choynitsa?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's pretty good. Matty Ice gives a B-.
Yeah. That was a great effort. I give him an A for the
Prince, you broke a B. Prince, well done. Or Matty Boy said you broke a B. Prince, I have no idea. All right, back to home run. So like I said, it's going to be big names, okay? Maddie, I said, I'm really hoping someone just turned this stream on. Oh my God. Could you imagine like somebody thinking that like this is like spelling bee practice? Like that's what I want. Like this is spelling bee practice for the big one on ESPN. We're going up against those like the Indian dudes, you know, like the kids that are gonna smoke us. And, but we have to. The key is you have to go in with Dunning-Kruger effect. You have to be really stupid, but act like you are just the bee's knees. You know what I mean? Like classic wrestling heel. Like you go in like you are just the greatest and you are an idiot.
You know how they write on the back of it? It'd just be up there. Drawing.
Taking notes on your hand.
Drawing.
Oh my God, man. Just getting smoked by like 11-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Just smoking your ass. And the parents know it too. They're like, oh, my son is going to destroy this kid. Or this kid. This grown-ass man. All right. Home runs. Justin tunes into detail for the first time to see that. Thanks, algorithm. All right. Aaron Judge plus 265. Cal Raleigh hit 2 last night plus 300. Shohei Ohtani plus 300. Kyle Schwarber plus 340. Matt Olson pictured here. Okay. Brad. Matt Olson of the Braves has hit a home run in 4 straight games. 4.
That's
all right. Where are you going today?
Well, normally you know where I go, but I don't like that plus 340 number. And I think that there's one player on here who maybe wants it the most out of any player on the list. And it was your guy, Cal Raleigh, plus 300. I think he's chasing that record every time right now he gets up to the plate. I think that he's even thinking about it a little bit. How can I get this ball over the fence? And if you got maybe a little bit of a narrative in some type of market like this, I think Cal Raleigh, given his last night, he was donging them. I think he'll give us another one tonight.
There we go. Okay. It's a good choice because I agree with you. Like, I think that he's absolutely going for the maximum. Like, he's out to hit bombs right now. And I don't blame him. I would be too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabe said, good morning, crew. Good morning, Gabe. Good to see you, buddy. Kevin said, hit that like button, folks. AB, appreciate you guys. Kev, appreciate you. How you feeling, buddy? I getting even better? Look, I'm going to go Matt Olson. I'm going to go with my guy. I'm going to hit plus 400 here. 4 games in a row. I mean, what else do the Braves have to play for? You know? And, I mean, what do the Nationals have? Like, I'm going to ride the Matt Olson home run train. Scott said he's going Aaron Judge. I feel it. Justin's going off the board. Mike Yastrzemski plus 520. For the sake of pronunciations, absolutely. Mike Yastrzemski, Vandy legend. Love Yaz. Love Yaz. Gabe, Jose is due for a homer in Detroit. Yeah, he is. You're right. Prince said he's going Schwarbs. I like it. Tony said, I'm not going to jinx anyone, so just not picking anyone. This game can be tough, man. It can be tough. All right, we'll get back to the home runs. Let's jump into the weather for today. All right, we got some interesting weather here. It's pretty good. We got rain in a couple spots, but yesterday the wind was brutal. Absolutely brutal. We get a little reprieve on that today. Cubs and the Pirates here. Now, remember, we got day baseball. So on each one of these slides, you take a look at the top left. You will see the time there. And also shout out to Swish Analytics for the huge assist in these every day. Go check out Swish Analytics. Absolutely fantastic site. Okay, Cubs and the Pirates, 75 degrees. Feels like 79, 0% rain. 2.5 miles per hour blowing in. So really nothing. And It's actually the wind is increasing as the game goes and moving in your favor. So left-handed pull hitters could actually be a really solid game. And you've got humidity. So, dude, a lot better than it was yesterday. Reds and the Cardinals, 85 degrees, feels like 89. It's going to be a little hot out here. 0% rain, 2.1 miles per hour blowing in. No wind really to concern yourself with. But nice humidity, man. Braves the Nationals, 4:05 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. 70 degrees, feels like 67. Now, you've got some rain chances here. Not big. I wouldn't concern yourself in regards to rainouts here. But I would pay attention to that wind. 9.4 miles per hour blowing in. It's somewhat significant. So just keep an eye on that. A's and the Red Sox, 67 degrees, feels like 66. You've got a little bit of a rain chance here, but nothing to concern yourself with. Wind blowing in right to left a bit, 6 miles an hour and decreasing as the game goes. Blue Jays of the Rays, 82 degrees, feels like 84, 8% rain, 5 miles an hour blowing in. Now, I'll say this, you're going to see that 8-9% rain, but anybody that's been with us for a while knows we love when there is a rain percent chance that is in the single digits, right? Basically 1 to 10%, because you're not going to get any rain, but you're going to get the humidity factor with it. And for anybody that is also new, the reason why we talk about humidity, every 10% increase in humidity above 55% results in roughly an additional 10 to 15 feet of carry of the baseball. So literally, it's just science that you're going to get more carry with the baseball. You're going to get chances for more home runs. You're going to get chances for more extra base hits when you have humidity in the air. Okay. So that's why we look at that. All right. Padres and the Mets, 68 degrees, feels like 66. Now, you've got a little more significant chance of rain here. It's something. I don't think it's going to be necessarily much of anything, but it's something. All right. So pay attention there. 8.5 miles an hour blowing in. But again, I think that the Mets are on. We have to go mash mode. You know what I mean? Like it's go time now. It's go time now. Everybody's been paid a whole hell of a lot of money, and now's the time when you gotta go earn it. Yankees and the Twins, 77 degrees, feels like 78. 50% chance of rain. That being said, you're gonna be all right. You're good. In Minnesota, 5.1 miles per hour blowing right to left. Mariners and the Royals, 84 degrees, feels like 85. 50% chance of rain here. Pay attention there. 4.8 miles per hour blowing out. Look, I'm going to tell you, if this rain holds off, which I think you have a really great chance at doing, there could be 1,000,000 runs scored in this game. And it's not like they have bad pitching either. Tony said fake rain in Atlanta. Bro, I swear it never rains in Atlanta. Yeah. You've got great chances at runs here. This Mariners-Royals game it's got a chance to be solid, man. Phillies and the Dodgers, 77 degrees, feels like 78. No rain, 2.9 miles per hour blowing out. Now, you've got some rain there towards the end of the game that'll be moving in, but nothing that you need to concern yourself with. Solid weather, man. All right, analytics, jump into it. All right, you're looking for player props here in Major League Baseball today. We go through a couple slides just identifying hitter versus pitcher historicals. And what we mean by that here is just how has a hitter done in his career when facing said starting pitcher today? Could be none. Maybe facing him for the first time or facing him 40 times, right? You'll see it here. So we've got this filtered by most home runs. Kind of an interesting list. I mean, you see Corbin Carroll up there. Jose Ramirez, he has 2 home runs against Jack Flaherty. Christian Walker, he has 1 off Jacob deGrom. Shohei Ohtani has 1. Patrick Bailey, Elias Diaz, Christian Koss. Kyle Schwarber has 1 off of Blake Snell. Bryce Harper has 1 off of Blake Snell. So there you go. And as our man Liddy intelligently put the other day. Bryce Harper absolutely rakes against the Dodgers. So if you're looking for player props, Bryce Harper's a good guy to go with. Now, in terms of hits, you can see it up here. Got some Mets, got some Cubs, Nico Horner up there, Jose Ramirez again, Ellie De La Cruz hitting 278 off Andre Palante career-wise. Starling Marte hitting 556 off Nick Pivetta. Jeff McNeil, he's hitting 500 off Nick Pivetta. So, yeah, there you go. Gavin Lux, TJ Friedel, Juan Soto, Teoscar Hernandez, Adam Frazier, Freddie Freeman, some good names right there. Hitting streaks in Major League Baseball. If you're looking to play player props in terms of something involving hits, well, these are the guys that are hitting. All right. Jorge Polanco, 13 straight games with a hit. Chase Meadroth, 12 straight games with a hit. Nico Horner, 11 straight games with a hit. Schwarber, 8 straight games with a hit, man. Jurickson Profar, he had a home run yesterday as well. 8 straight games with a hit. Trey Turner, 7 straight games with a hit. Geraldo Perdomo, 7 straight games with a hit. George Springer, 6 straight games with a hit. Julio Rodriguez, 6 straight games with a hit. Dylan Dingler, what a name. 6 straight games with a hit. Old Dylan Dingler. Dansby Swanson, 6 straight games. And Jose Caballero, 6 straight games with a hit. All right. Let's get to the picks, man. Brad, what do you got, buddy?
Yes, sir. We are headed to that Switzerland Super League. On your book, it could say Swiss Super League as well. In a matchup between Lugano and Lausanne, we're looking for that over 2.75 on the Asian total. That is 3 total goals, giving us that cash in Switzerland coming up at 12 p.m. Central Time.
There we go. Pay it out in Swiss francs.
Give us a little Swiss cheese.
And Swiss cheese. Do you like Swiss cheese?
It's fine.
Yeah, I think that's how I rate Swiss cheese too.
It's like it's cheese, so cheese is good, but I would definitely opt for other cheeses first.
Now, okay, what's your go-to cheese? Now, and I know that it changes on different food items, right? But
yeah, you're exactly right. So like I go back and forth between 2 really. A pepper jack, I really like a pepper jack, and a smoked Gouda.
Nice. I definitely go the pepper jack. Like I go with the Southwest cheeses, right? The Mexican blends, like that. That's where, yeah. Even like taco cheese, like, yeah. Okay. All right. That's been cheese talk. Liddy said he's limping in late. Liddy, good to see you, buddy. Hope you weren't out fighting in the streets. All right, going Green Street hooligans on it. All right, Cubs and the Pirates over 8. Padres and the Mets over 7.5. Padres, I like that they're the fathers. The fathers and the Mets over 7.5, and then the Phillies and the Dodgers over 7.5. Matty, I said, give me that government American cheese. Good old hearty Midwest cheese.
Cheese talk's funny because it's like it could go any direction. But with like older people like my father, he'll opt for Kraft cheese. Just like what?
That's what he likes. Kraft cheese?
Yeah, it's not even cheese.
Just the singles.
Product.
It's a product.
It's a cheese product.
Big Jeff said, check it in late, AB. Big Jeff, hey, you're in the middle of cheese talk.
Yeah. Don't talk. Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah. My dad's not a big cheese guy. He's you know what? He would be a Kraft singles guy too.
Yeah, it's like common. It's weird.
You know what it is? It's that's what you had when you were a kid.
Yeah, it is. You're totally
and you know what else is funny? Like my dad always says this too. Like when he was a kid, that let me pull this up. That when he was a kid, he was like, the fridge wasn't just like open at any time. Like you couldn't just pop in and go get something to eat whenever, he was like, you ate, you're at school, you ate lunch at school, you had breakfast before school, you had dinner, when dad got home, and that was it. You better finish your plate of whatever mom made. Like that was it. I think it goes back to that mindset, you know, because above them, like our parents, grandparents, that was like Depression era war,
There was no money. Yeah.
no, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you were saving cheese. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That really was the greatest generation. They were some tough. They were some tough bastards, man. That time wasn't easy. And that time wasn't easy for regular life. Then you had this dude, Hitler, causing problems. You're like, all right, I got to go tune this dude up. He's getting out of hand,
Yes.
You had to go take care of that.
I mean, just imagine somebody coming in and saying, all right, sir, with me, you have no choice. You're going over. Here's a gun. Good luck.
Brutal. Brutal. Like, I give massive respect. I mean, I give respect to anybody. You know what I mean? But like, yeah. Addison said, "Shut up, Hitler." Bro, I'll tell you this. All right, we'll get back to it real quick because I want to talk some soccer. But I've got to say the meme, okay, and I don't mean disrespect to D-Day, right? But the meme of like storming the beaches at Normandy and then and it's black and white, right? It's hell. I mean, it is hell for those dudes getting up, right? And they're storming the beach. And then somebody worked in a picture of Dale Earnhardt, the Black 3 NASCAR car, also riding in, and it's just like, you're effed, Whoever worked in the Dale Earnhardt car. Dude, stupid memes kill me. Like, that make no sense. Like, they just crack me up, man. All right, anyways, that's been World War II talk. All right, so on the board, are we going Allies or Axis? What country are we going here? We've already talked about it, though. The Swiss, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the Swiss cheese.
Was there any further that you needed to expand? Or?
I mean, basically, since the beginning of the season in the top flight of Switzerland, both teams are scoring over 2.5 goals. Is hitting over 75%, upwards of 80%. So 4 out of every 5 matches are trending it. When both teams to score hits, the over 2.5 usually hits. When over 2.5 usually hits, 2 out of every 3 hit the 3.5. So there's very correlated figures here, and that's why we're headed to Swiss today.
You know what? I've been to worse destinations. I'll tell you that. Rick said Josh Allen has 2 passing touchdowns in 8 of 9 games against the Dolphins. Okay, that's a great stat.
Did you see that Tua press conference?
No.
Where he talks about Josh Allen?
What did he say?
It was a weird one. Josh Allen, he can do a lot of things I can't do. He can throw the ball really far. He can run really hard. And he can read really well and fit in tight play. Like, he was basically saying he's just a better quarterback than I am. And he basically just said, good luck to us this weekend. It was the weirdest interview I've ever seen from a quarterback. He just
Can I tell you why?
Admitted defeat.
Can I tell you why?
Yeah, please.
This is a true story. So Tua, he grew up, obviously, Hawaiian. I believe Polynesia. Apologies if I get it incorrect. Okay, the Pacific. Let me just say that. All right, I think it's Hawaiian, right? But anyways, so when Nick Saban was recruiting him at Alabama, the recruiting process. It's like dating. Hell, you've been recruited. You get it. You got recruited at a high level, right? So, once you get towards the end part of, I think this guy's going to commit, Nick Saban was going to his house to have dinner with his family. And this is like, he had just committed. And it was like the family, the dad reached out to Nick Saban and said, hey, we'd like to celebrate this. It's important to us. We would love to have you for dinner. And of course, that's his quarter. Like that's his prize recruit. He would do it for any of his recruit, but like that's the prize one, right? So he's like, of course, like I'll be out there. Anyways, long story short, he gets out there, and Saban's like, in recruiting dinners, I like to sit in the middle because I can talk to the family, I can talk to the recruit, I can control the situation. It's smart. Said he walks in to his dad is super strict. All right, super. Yeah, Prince. Yeah, his dad's super tough. This is how strict he was. Nick goes to sit in the middle. His dad walks in and said, Mr. Saban, I sit at one end of this table and you will be sitting at the other end of this table, and Tua and his brother, were just sitting there like nobody was talking. Like, not a bad one. It's just a strict, patriarch household, right? And Nick Saban was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, and he goes, let me ask, like, why do you want me to sit at the end? And to his dad, without hesitating, said, because my sons haven't accomplished a damn thing in life yet, but you have. You deserve to sit there. Them sitting there would be fake. That's who you're dealing with. So with Tua, he's not saying it like, and you weren't saying it this way, like he wasn't saying it like against his team. Like he is a matter of fact guy. You know what I mean? Like, it is just, it's very military. Like it's a very militaristic type upbringing. But yeah, his dad's known. It was known at Alabama. And Nick Saban was like, I don't have to worry about this kid getting in trouble. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I say it positively. Like, it was super strict, growing up. But yeah, like that Nick even said that. He goes, yep, I didn't have to worry about him decommitting. I didn't have to worry about him going back on his word. Like, we're good. You know what I mean?
He's showing up every day, no doubt.
And the dad was like, don't need the calls. Like, committing for us is a big decision, and it's a decision that we make once. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Prince said it best here. Tua is authentic, but needs some PR work. You can't. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up, because Tua is a very honest person, and you can also see this too. And I have to say, you're gonna have to step in and stop if the concussion things it gets worse, because he's not going to understand what he comes from. He will die on the field. I'm not saying that we're at that situation, but what I'm saying is that there's no quit in this kid. You could see it already. Like, he's an authentic dude. And
Baker, but like total opposite.
Yeah. Like,
he's all heart.
That's the thing, man, is it's like and you've heard people bring this up, like college coaches and other, like when the Tua concussion thing, because they all know from the recruiting process, right? They all know. They've all spoken with that family at one point, and they're like, oh, like there's no, like it is military attitude. You know what I mean? About everything. So either at some point, and again, I hope that he never has another, like I hope he's perfectly fine, obviously, right? But if it starts to go, the team or the league will have to step in, because he will not do it. That giving up is not an option. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of those dudes, and which is a foxhole guy. I mean, that's what you want, but for his safety, like if it goes bad, somebody will have to stop. Like, they'll have to be your corner man and throw in the towel for you, because he will not do it. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I think the Dolphins are going to get blown up this season. Like,
it's not good.
I just think it doesn't feel, just something doesn't feel right. I'm a fantasy owner, and his demeanor is kind of telling me that there's something there. I don't know.
It's the locker room.
Is it the coach? Is it the quarterback? Is it the personality? What we can see is there's something that's not fitting together.
Yeah. dude. It it's the it it's the whole thing. It's the chemistry of the whole thing. Prince said it best. The chemistry is completely off. It is. I'll tell you this. Here's the problem. The Dolphins are an example of when the students run the class and the teacher. Okay, did you watch Saved by the Bell?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Every single morning.
Do you remember Mr. Belding?
The big,
obviously. Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember his brother, Rod Belding?
I do.
That is what you have with the Dolphins. Okay. You got a head coach that's the same age as the players, wants to be friends with the players, also is involved. Like, he's into the Miami crypto. I'm going to Art Basel. Like, he's in the Art Deco scene. Like, he's in all that.
You can't grow up with your team.
No.
Like, you can't. You can be a bro like what's his name? I always forget his name. The Rams coach,
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay. He's a bro.
But they know who's in charge.
But he is not your best friend.
No. He's not your friend. He's your coach. It's an earned position and title. And look, I'm not coming after McDaniel, like, personally. But what I'm saying is that this whole thing hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
You got Tyreek Hill. He's constantly getting arrested. Now he's got domestic violence. And, like, I saw an article on the front page of ESPN that said Tyreek Hill focused on football. Well, yeah. Like, what are you focused on? Hitting women? Like, what? You know, and look, I don't know what happened, and I'm not going to put blame on anybody, right? Because I don't know. You, like, innocent until proven guilty, right? But there also comes a time where it's like, dude, okay, you've been arrested 9 times. Like, whether you're guilty or not, it's a distraction. Like, we're trying to win here. It's hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the locker. Like, everything is off. And the quarterback's constantly, getting a CT scan.
One person in charge. Like, I could see McDaniel being successful with somebody like Tom Brady, who comes in and just demands.
Oh, yeah.
But, everybody seems to just kind of, it's like, go with the flow.
The checks keep cashing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
American sports.
Yeah. Like, the problem is they got a ton of talent too. Right? So it's like they can roll you up, and they're gonna. But I can't believe in them. And real quick, what I was getting at was that we're going to break down NFL Week 3 today at 3 p.m. Eastern. So we did college yesterday, and I'll get that video uploaded here after the show. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's the problem, dude. Like, nobody's in charge. Like, go down the list. Sean McVay. Look, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is absolutely, like, a dude. He's a football guy. Through and through. He'll give emotional speeches. He'll tear up, like all of that. But at the end of the day, you know who is in charge, because it is equal opportunity ass chewing on everybody, Jared Goff included. Go back to the Patriots. Do you know why Bill Belichick and Tom Brady got pissed off at each other so much? Do you know why? What specifically happened? I do. Like, that sounded like a jerk. I wasn't asking it as a jerk wise.
No,
you know what happened? Tom Brady got pissed off because Bill Belichick was harder on him than everyone else. And Belichick in team meetings at halftime was wearing Brady out in front of everyone. Now,
that's the right decision, though.
You knew who was in charge. And, say what you will. Look at the problem with Belichick now. I don't know who's in charge.
But the thing about the criticism, when you criticize your best player and the person who is the leader of the team, what you're really doing, for those who are kind of unaware, what Belichick's accomplishment is not to criticize Tom Brady. It's
No.
actually to criticize the players around Tom Brady. And so everybody knows, okay, well, Tom's our best player and he's riding Tom like this. Okay, it's time for me to step up. There's something I'm not doing. So it's really he's berating the people around him. And that's why Belichick was so successful with Tom Brady. They both were that way. It's just like they wanted to prove that they were better than each other, but on like a good professional level.
Yeah. It's totally true. Did you ever see the 30 for 30 on Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells?
I did actually.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
they were laughing because Belichick, who was known for getting on Brady's ass like it was a coach's son deal, right? Well, Parcells was even worse on Belichick. And they were like, they had both of them sitting there, and the narrator guy asked, he said, Belichick, he goes, what was one of the worst things that Parcells said to you? And Parcells started laughing. And Belichick, he gave that Belichick smile, and he said, well, that's going to take me a minute. Like all of them. He goes, I remember one game, he goes, I've given up. He goes, my Belichick's the defensive coordinator for the Giants. It's like 85, 86. They won the Super Bowl, right? Belichick's like, we're in the playoffs. I've given up 7 yards total at like halftime. He's like, my defense is on absolute fire. We are just operating fully perfectly on every cylinder, right? And he goes, I'm just getting prepared, ready for the second half, and he said Parcells walks by him, criticizes him about something so small, and like just because he had to do it, he criticizes about something so small, and he goes, Bill, sometimes I wonder why your parents even had children, and walked off. And Belichick's like, I'm pretty sure I just called the most perfect first half of defense in the history of organized football, and this guy's on my ass. It cracks me up because I'll say this. I grew up, and let me say, my dad, I love him. He's my best friend in the world. He was like that, on my ass constantly. And I'll say this, I don't have kids, so my opinion doesn't mean anything in regards to parenting, okay? It doesn't. However, I thank him more often than not. I literally will text him or say it and say, hey, thanks for being kind of a hard ass. Like, I'm not saying that it works for everybody. I'm not giving opinion on anything in regards to parenting. Again, I'm not a parent, so I have no opinion, but I respect it.
True. I needed the kick in the butt my father gave me.
Oh, I did too. I never got in big trouble or anything, but I was animated in school. Let me just say that.
Same. I was such, yeah, just, I needed to grow up.
Bell, please quit telling jokes in the huddle. We're trying to run a counter trap, and you're making fun of somebody. Oh, memories. What else we got going on? All right, we probably need to get out of here. I guess we've gone for an hour. All right, let's hit the picks one more time, and then we'll go. I can't pronounce yours, but what do you got?
We're going to the Swiss Super League coming up here in 2 hours and 4 minutes in a matchup between Lausanne taking on Lugano, over 2.75 on the Asian total. So we're looking for 3 total goals.
Joey Lugano versus Louisiana. All right. Over 2.75. All right. Cubs, Pirates over 8. Padres, Mets over 7.5. And then the Phillies and the Dodgers over 7.5 as well. All right. Howie Schwab. Crew play of the day. Give me 1 second. Let me pull the. All right, Brad. 60% for the Phillies Dodgers over 7.5 is the winner.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah. Aubrey says, I have a question. When do player props typically release for Sunday football? Great question, Aubrey. So the answer is right now, actually. So you're going to see the books starting to pop them up as we speak, right? So depending on your book, right, and depending on the games. So I'll say this, how they operate is literally by schedule, right? So you'll see in your books, they always do it by today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I mean? So they operate it that way. And then they'll update them in that manner. So your list on the sports book, if you're looking at the NFL schedule for week 3, it's going to start at Thursday, going to go all the way down. Last game will be Monday night, right? That's the full week. So what I'm getting at is that they'll start and do all the player props for the Thursday game. Then they'll start at, all the noon games on Sunday, then the afternoon games on Sunday, then Sunday night football, then Monday night. You see what I'm saying? Like they go in time chronological order. So I hope that made sense, and I hope that I didn't say too many words, but that's a great question. And the answer is right now. So Tuesdays is a good baseline answer for that one. Liddy said going off the board, going Matt Olson. Prince, ABD start Dak Prescott or Caleb Williams this week? Who do the Bears play? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Literally what I was thinking in my head.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head who the Bears have.
If the opponent is just mediocre, you got to play Caleb in the Bears because he chucked, right?
Well, here's the thing too. Let me see. Give me 1 second. All right, so they play each other. All right, so they play each other Sunday at 3:25 p.m.
Maybe.
So it's the Cowboys at the Bears. All right, sorry. All right. Ooh.
Both of defense. I hit the over.
Oh, there's going to be points.
Yeah, I think so.
Dallas doesn't have a defense.
I'm going to lock that in right.
But Dallas is going to put up a bunch of points. But the Bears defense. Here's the thing. Okay, the answer is going to be Dak Prescott only because the volume is going to be so much higher for Dak than Caleb. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like this, because we're looking at it from a fantasy perspective. So the goal is to get as many points as possible. Caleb Williams likely is going to have the better game in terms of football. I'm going out to win the damn game. Like I would bet on Caleb Williams. But for fantasy, I'm going to bet Dak because the Bears, like, they just might not put the ball in the air. Like Dak Prescott is a fantasy dream because here's the problem. Jalen Hurts is great in fantasy because he scores touchdowns. But other than that, he doesn't throw more than like 140 yards because they don't have to.
Unless he has to.
So unless Jalen Hurts goes off for like 100 yards rushing with a touchdown or two, Jalen Hurts from a football perspective could be the most efficient QB in the league every week. But he ain't doing you anything in fantasy because you're looking at it going, I got 6 points. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they don't need to go out and do it. Dak has no defense. So he knows that regardless, the Cowboys, they're going to give up 28 points. You know what I'm saying? So
he just tosses that ball to CeeDee Lamb. It feels like every time he drops back.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing, too, is that what we were talking about, taking the risk out, like with the Phillies. Look, when you know that I have to score. it's known that you're going to make mistakes, which Dak actually doesn't really do a whole lot. Dak's a great quarterback, right? They have no run game either. So, yeah, like to win the game, I mean, I would take Caleb, but for fantasy, like, yeah, no doubt.
51
Pickens or
points is
Rome.
high, so
Go.
24-27. That's a, I
I
mean,
hear
that's
it's
a
crazy.
scoring game, but I still think they could clear that.
Say it again. What now?
51, I mean, it's pretty high for an NFL total, but I still think 24-27 is attainable.
Oh, it's very like, yes, 100. Like, I'm agreeing with you. 100%. Like,
And
they're
those close totals you got there, it screams points.
yeah. Oh, I mean, there's no other option. Like, and remember, the Cowboys' best defensive player, Micah Parsons, isn't there anymore. Like, they don't have. Let me step back. They have great defensive players, but I'm just speaking of as a whole. The same thing I'd say about the run game. Like, it's not up to. It's not a top 10 in the league. You're gonna have to score some points. It's understood. It is what it is, right? So Dak's gonna go out and fire, and if he makes a mistake, he makes a mistake. It's going to happen. Everybody needs to understand that right now, right? But in fact, for the quantity and the amount that Dak throws, Dak's a great quarterback. Like, people give him hell, and I get it. And every quarterback, you can find things to nitpick, but
He's top 15 in the world. Like, we have to
yeah,
recognize that with the criticism that we're giving some of these guys is it's highly selective to being a great player compared to greater players.
yeah.
Or greatest, which is frustrating.
Oh, no doubt. And let me also say this too: Dak Prescott lives in a circus.
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott's life is a circus. That's why I always say, if you're going to play for the Cowboys, people think like, oh, you should take a discount. Hell no. If I was a player, I'd tell my agent, no, they're going to pay me more to deal with this circus.
Yeah.
Less. What? No. Yeah, there needs to be a tax to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want that. That ain't doing me any good. I think it's proven it ain't doing anybody any good. Yeah, you know what I mean? I would go Rome on that answer.
How's your fantasy team doing this year, AV? Or team?
Say it again.
How are your fantasy teams doing?
I don't have a fantasy team. I do have a Survivor League, and I'm 2-0. Think I'm going with the Bills against the Dolphins.
They're
at home.
It's no brainer. That's a tough.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of points. And I don't like playing division games in Survivor. I haven't locked a pick in yet, but if anybody has a Survivor play that they're looking at, let me know. What about you? Do you play fantasy?
I have one league, and I'm off to a 2-0 start. I won last year, which is crazy. And
Who are your quarterbacks?
I got Jaden Daniels, and then Justin Herbert is my backup. So I was actually wondering, is Jaden's not going to play this week, right? Or is he?
I don't know.
Brain knee, sort of.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Herbert.
That's a great quarterback room that you have.
My problem with Herbert is his coach, right? So it's nothing to do with him. He's a great quarterback, and he can throw it whenever he wants. But Harbaugh can just pound the rock. He can just change the game on a moment's notice. So he frustrates me. I like Jaden because he runs. I like rushing yards for quarterbacks.
Oh, Jaden Daniels, fantastic. He's fantastic. Yeah. Tizzle said, who have you used, AB? I've used Rams and Cardinals. I've used Cardinals and I used Broncos and Cardinals.
The Titans.
Yeah. Yep. Broncos against the Titans in week 1. Yeah. And then the Cardinals against the Panthers in week 2. Zach said he's going Packers this week. Who the Packers got? Liddy, my dog's name is Jameson. I call him J-Mo. Yeah. I have a buddy named Jameson. We call him J-Mo. A guy took a swing at me in a bar one time, and we became best friends. True story. We respected it. I respected it. I don't know. He was drunk. I didn't do anything. But have you? It's the weirdest thing. If anybody's ever been in a high school fight, in a bar fight, whatever, right? And we're not out here endorsing. Go get in a fight, kids. Like, we're not endorsing that. But you always become friends with the person afterward. Somebody's just clocked you a couple times in the face. 5 minutes later, you're both at the bar, dude, and that's your guy. You're like, dude, shots from my boy right here. There's a weird respect with it. Me and my buddy Dave, we always laugh about that. But I love that guy. Jameson, shout out. He's not watching. He's not involved in sports betting one bit. I don't know what he's into, but he's not sports betting. Might be into, I don't know. Maybe I need to know more about my friend, but I still love him. Okay, that's been friendship talk here. Dude, you remember chain letters? We'll leave on that. You remember in the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was going viral before the internet existed.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things were real too. Well, not real, but like people believed it. Like people would mail them. You would get them and it felt weird. You're like, what is this?
Like the pub.
What am I in now? Am I involved in a crime? Do we need to call the police? Call dad at work. Call dad. Call dad. What do we do? Then you call dad. He's at work at the mill. It's 100,000 degrees and he's like banging steel, answering a call about a chain letter. Sorry, I don't know where that scenario came from. All right, it's been chain letter. Addison, remember friendship in Mortal Kombat? Yeah, as a finish. You had like, what were they? Fatality, animality, friendship. Finish him. Oh, dude, I loved it. Who's your favorite? Give me your top 3 Mortal Kombat guys or girls. Like
Sub-Zero. Was it Scorpio?
Scorpion.
Yeah. I liked with the throwing the one person I always grabbed was.
Oh, they're dope. Yeah.
Throw the thing out and pull him in. Oh my God, that was
Scorpion and Sub-Zero are dope.
I think Sub-Zero, yeah, dude, he was awesome. He was my go-to.
Yeah. I like to play with the bad guys. I ran with Goro. Big Goro guy. You could grab people with the 2 arms here, then the other 2, and you're just
yeah.
Dude, you're throwing those wide. Turn the wrist over. What?
Mario Kart, who was your character?
Toad. What about you?
I was a Yoshi guy.
Yoshi's a good call.
Yeah.
I like the mechanic that they made dinosaurs basically dogs. Nintendo does that a lot, and they're so smart.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the baddies. Dude, Goro, Shang Tsung, yeah. Kano. With the silver eye thing?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat got in a lot of trouble when they came out.
Oh, yeah.
But that was good marketing for them too. Mortal Kombat made a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Oh yeah. You know who else who was underrated was Raiden. Raiden was a good choice. Baraka. Yeah. Dude, Baraka with the knives. Baraka was dope. Smoke was dope too. That's like Mortal Kombat, like Mortal Kombat 3 when they started getting into like, Kung Lao, that might have been 2, but still, you started getting expanded character lists. Yeah. Hawk, had to put the cheat code in for blood. Yeah, you did. Yep. Sega was way more on the blood than Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Jared used to rock Donkey Kong from time to time. DK, boy. Hey, Donkey Kong Country is on Super Nintendo. One of the greatest games ever made.
Incredible game.
Yeah. Tizzle. Toad was that dude. Absolutely. Look, Toad was your ultimate second baseman.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Yeah. Like, we're going to put you in a limited area, but you're going to excel in that limited area. You know?
Don't sleep on Koopa.
Mm-mm. I always love when somebody came rolling in with Donkey Kong, come barreling in. I was like, here comes the big boy. Oh my God, man. I love it, dude. I love it. All right, we'll get out of here, man. All right. I've kept Brad for long enough. All right, everybody have a wonderful day. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you soon. Peace. Who's got it better than us? No!